Yeah, I think we're good on the ones and twos. Um, anyone got a good alliteration for Thursday? I well, we might do these on Fridays as well, but um, I'm gonna start messing with a bunch of stuff, and so I wanted to put out this video for a game update just in case I break it tomorrow because I probably will. Um, that's fine. Bam, here we are. Here we are. So a lot has happened. Oh, sorry. I was talking about the pop filter. Lots happened in the last week or so. About 60 hours of, making sprites, making scripts, little AI state machine here. Pretty fun. AI. I mean, I guess it is. I guess it is in a way. It's not machine learning by any means, but I don't really want to explain all this. It's pretty self-explanatory. We'll start off. Well, that's kind of a spoiler. That's fine. So we'll start off just kind of showing off. And I could expand this, but it's just gonna stay this size, so it doesn't really matter. So this is the locker room. This is where I don't have a fancy background for it yet, but this is where you're gonna be between each game. So the idea, the kind of loop I'm thinking right now, for lack of a better term, the game's gonna be separated into 4 acts. Maybe we call them seasons. Maybe we call them a tournament. And so maybe you're going through the bracket of a tournament each time. Maybe, it's something basketball related or Greek mythology related. Say it with me, Leo. Ballomachy. It's going to be huge. So first thing I wanted to say, this whiteboard, we're not using anymore. This was the first thing I put in here. So yeah, if you interact with it, oh, primal power. Hey, you have 500 amps. What do you want to? Oh man, I spent way too much time making this look decent. We're not even gonna use it. We might use it for I have an idea for Atlanteus's bait shop. And so maybe if you think you're feeling overpowered or you got a good item early, you can add difficulty to the next game in exchange for good rewards. Or permanent or maybe guaranteed get a better item or something, I don't know. But so all this does right now, hey, I want to jump higher. Hey, now my vertical's at 51. Hey, I want to dunk. Hey, now it's at 51, 52. I have 200 amps. If you look down here in the console, wow, look at that. Look at that. It's almost whatever. I won't make too many programming jokes because that'll fly over everyone's heads. So then over here, we've got the contract with the Abyss, bargain with the Abyss, kind of whatever you want to call it. So this is the ferryman. I should probably blow up the scale on him so he's a little more visible. But this is the ferryman from the River of Styx. And when you interact with him, so how it's going right now and why the whiteboard's taken out. I don't want to have any amps in the game. I don't want to have a currency that you can use at a bunch of different stuff, do this and that. I want the items themselves to be the main resource, and that's it. Yeah. I don't want to just have here, wait, let me turn down I'm feeling the music's a little loud. Especially this song. In fact, we can turn this one up. Sorry, back to what I was saying. How this works right now is in order to see a contract, you have to pay 100 amps, and then it'll be a debuff for like 1, 2, or 3 games that you have to take on. Then it'll go away, but it'll give you a permanent +9 on an attribute. I love this system. I'm trying to think of a good way to make it, useful. Like instead of paying 100 amps and then like you can take it or leave it. I think it's just gonna be a thing of, hey, do you want this contract or not? You can't see it before. But so right now, you got to pay 100 amps. Offering +9 to layups. And again, this is randomized, so it changes. Curse, Sisyphus, -50% speed when holding the ball for 2 games. You can sign it in blood or you can walk. Oh, why doesn't that change? Whatever. You can sign it in blood or walk away. Pretty simple. So if this kills you, you'll know it's because you took this bargain, and you can always just walk away. I don't want it. I'm thinking of adding an altar because like there's gonna be a lot of stuff that debuffs you, and so I'm gonna add an altar that you can burn an item that you have in order to negate one of these debuffs, or like if you went against an enemy that like gave you a debuff that persists or something like that. You can burn an item, like an extra item that you have or that you don't care about, and then remove it. So like you could literally take a contract, immediately burn an extra item, bam, you just got +9 for free. That's the stuff I want to build the game towards, where it's not just amps that you earn for like scoring well or like doing stuff that enact style points, and I don't even know what style points are going to be yet. But now we have the Cabyssus over here. It's just a big sack. So what's the Cabyssus? Well, I believe it was Perseus. It was the kind of sack that Perseus carried Medusa's head in. And so it's kind of like lore accurate. And I was just thinking of like, all right, you're in the locker room. I don't just want to have the Cabyssus locker. And so I feel like this is your Cabyssus storage. So I made a prototype for each item. You can see them. You can see them all right here. We got the left shoe, the right arm, left arm, head, outfit, and ball. And so the ones we have right now, we have the mummy wrap, which goes on the left arm. We have the stone sandal and the 8-ball. Pretty straightforward. You'll have 3 slots in your locker normally. Maybe you can like double it or something, but again, like I'm trying to have as few resources as possible. So the main thing is you got to pick your items wisely. You can take them or leave them. There's no re-rolling. Yeah. So like, hey, I don't want this mummy wrap anymore. Okay. You can put it in storage. Hey, I don't want this 8-ball anymore. Put it in storage. I want the 8-ball. Hey, 8-ball's back. Hey, that's back. I don't want any of these items. Maybe I get a buff if I have no items on. Or like, maybe I took on something from Atlanteus's blackboard that's like, forfeit all items you're holding before the next game starts plus 20 to all your shooting permanently or something like that. And it's like, hey, I want to store all my stuff. Or maybe I burned something I don't care about the altar, so I have this. Again, I'm trying to think of how these systems can interact. You can get out of here. And this is all we have in the locker room so far. Yeah. And believe it or not, I don't have a way to go between them yet. But so now we get to the main court. This is what I was working on most of this week. Excuse me for a second. Excuse me. I thought I ordered the large cappuccino. So, I made this sprite for the court yesterday. It took a lot longer than you might think, or than most people might take on it. But the important thing, this wall up here, it's obviously bigger than the other walls, but this is going to kind of be where we're going to display like UI elements. Like we already have a shot clock. We'll probably throw a scoreboard like right there. probably some sort of feedback here. Maybe like we add like a challenge every game that if you complete, you get something. Maybe this is where style point stuff will be displayed, where like, hey, you passed it to yourself 10 times off the wall and scored plus X style points, and then maybe somehow style points affect the rewards you gain afterwards. As of right now, in the 4 separate acts, seasons, whatever, you're going to play 5 games. In the first game, you get 1 item, take it or leave it. After the second game, you're offered 2 items. You can take both if you want, or you can leave both if you want. Then 3, then 4, and finally after you beat the Act 5 guy, you're not going to get an item, you're going to get something better than a single item. As of right now, when you beat the Act 1 boss, basically the next attribute that gets upgraded is maxed out to the attribute cap. Now, there's going to be ways to up the attribute cap, but right now it's just going to be 100 to keep it easy. And so, like, how am I going to do that without the whiteboard? Get creative. And also, I need to get creative on how to do that as well. But, yeah, I just think that's fun. And it's like, oh my gosh, wait, I've upgraded everything besides my vertical, and I'm a finisher or whatever. Oh my gosh, this contract gives me +9 in my vertical. Take that, boom, my vertical's at 100 now. Holy crap, but I have this contract. I'll just burn an item. Bam! Now I don't have the Sisyphusian curse. Right? Stuff like that. Yeah, but other UI elements can also go up here. And then these are the walls. They're pretty much lined up perfectly with and there's like a little gap right here. I still got to figure it out because, again, it's 2D and like the hoop. You can't put a wall right here because it'll bounce right off. I could change its collision mask layer shit. Sorry, but anyway, yeah, there's just like a little collision gap right here. You'll kind of see you can like run into the backboard. Maybe if I change the visibility layer, that's not the worst thing. So that way you could still like, I don't know. But so I won't tease you anymore. I just kind of want to explain some stuff. So we've got the defender. He's now smarter than your average defender. I think all I showed last time was like me throwing the ball off the wall. So a lot has changed since then. I had a dummy defender that would just constantly chase the player. And then if you were holding the ball, he'd poke it out and then keep chasing you even if you didn't have the ball. Now, thanks to our handy dandy script, he can guard, he can chase, he can contest, and then he idles on offense, and then just has a default idle if if the scene isn't set up properly. But so this 100, I mean, it's really only like 100 lines of code if you think about it. Is basically all our defender is right now. If I have the ball, he's going to go between me and the hoop and guard me in front of me. If I shoot the ball, he's going to freeze for a second. He's going to be in contest mode, which I don't... Believe it or not, a third axis in 2D, it takes a little bit of creativity to figure out how to handle that. And again, we're just squares right now, so it's not that big of a deal. But he'll just stand there still. Ball will go up. Once the ball is loose, so it's like not rebounding anymore, he's going to go chase after it. And then once he has the ball, he's going to do nothing because on offense, you just idle right now. And so let's do this. I know we actually get to play. It's so fun. So you can see the shot clock going. So the defender, he's just going to shadow us. He's going to get between us and the basket, and he's going to guard us. Wow. And so I'm gonna take a shot. Oh, I missed. Okay, now he has the ball. now I can't really do anything because that kind of ends the test. But hopefully I can make a shot so you can kind of see the ball will just kind of like sit in the net for a second, then like roll out like it went in. But so we pull up for a shot. Hey, it went in. Swish, and then the shot clock reset. And so I'm just going to kind of run around for a sec. And you'll see on the shot clock, it'll keep ticking down. Get out of here. And now at 5 seconds and less, oh, well, it's changing like that. I got to set a better size. Boom, shot clock violation. And now if I shoot it, it's not going to, oh, it did reset, but it's not going to count down. And that's just the logic I have on it. But yeah, not even close to NBA Jam standards yet, but I mean, oh, we're goated, dude. No, he got the ball. I don't know if you've seen the console. Swish. Bzz, shot clock violation. Swish. That's just good for me. Believe it or not. When you're learning programming, you're like, when would I ever use a print statement? And then you can't figure out why something's not working. And it's like, hey, print statements are actually like the best thing ever. So it just gives you feedback for like where stuff could be going wrong. I haven't worked with breakpoints too much. I don't really like, I understand how they work, but like I just, oh, they scare me because they're new and confusing. Oh yeah, I did just want to show here. I just want to show these all. I'm not, these aren't the nicest sprites you're gonna see, but I just want to show them. So we got the bandana, the banana bandana, which this guy, it's just gonna make you faster, and then like every time you make a dribble move, it's gonna like make the defenders slip more often and like break their ankles. Fun. These are this is the best pair of overalls you've ever seen. This is just like a base, like it gives you plus, it's like a flat bonus, like it gives you plus everything and every attribute, but it's like not amazing as like some other flat boosting items. This is just the 8-ball. No idea what it's gonna do. I just had to make a ball, and like this took like a minute compared to some of these other ones that took me like 45 minutes. It's just an 8-ball. I'll probably have it be something like it'll change every game, or like maybe like when you're under 8 seconds on the shot clock, like something happens, you know, something like that. This is the Fortune Gauntlet. Not really sure what I want to do with it. Probably something on defense, since it's like kind of like a glove, and you know Gary Payton exists. These are the mummy wraps. Again, not sure what I want to do. I just think they're fun, and they're a little bit out of the ordinary for what you would expect in a basketball game, and that's kind of what I'm going for. Left shoe, it's just the stone sandal. You know, like kind of slows you down, but like makes you stronger, stuff like that. And rollerblades. I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. We'll jump back here. Thanks for tuning in if you tuned in. And hey, only like probably 1,200 more hours of working on this thing, and maybe we'll be ready for a demo.